baker.
More than five.
With his wife.
Anything more than the moon. I can't see the festival. I wish to go to the festival. I wish my cow would give us some milk. More than anything.
I wish we had a child.
I want a child. And I wish.
You wish you had the festival?
The poor girl's mother had died.
You, Cinderella, the festival! The festival! The King's festival!
And his father had taken for his wife a new woman with 2 daughters of her own. All 3 were beautiful of face, but black and vile of heart.
Look at your nails. Look at your dress. People will laugh at you.
Nevertheless, I still wish to go to the festival.
You still wish to go to the festival? She still wants to go to the festival and dance before the prince?
Cinderella's stepmother had a surprise for her.
I've emptied the pot of lentils into the ashes for you. If you pick them out again in 2 hours' time, then you should go to the ball with us. Bye, Cinderella. Have fun for you.
Mice in the eaves and the leaves and the fields and the castles and walls. Come, little mice, pick and peck, but swiftly sift through the ashes into the pot. Oh, I've little girl.
I wish it's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please. To bring my poor old hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please.
Thank you.
Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to though. Into the woods, it's time, and so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expecting him. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
You're of your way.
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sort of hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
Here, I'll strangulate.
Into the woods to bring some bread to Granny who is sick in bed. And I can tell what lies ahead, for all I know she's already dead. But into the woods, into the woods, into the woods to grandmother's house and home before dark.
And save some of those sweets for Granny.
I'm late.
You foolish child, what in heaven's name are you doing with a cow inside the house?
A woman varmint might be just what Milky White needs to produce his milk.
It's a she. How many times must I tell you? Only she's can give milk.
Jack, on the other hand, had no grandmother and no father. And well, his mother,
I wish,
she was not quite beautiful.
I wish my son were not a fool. I wish my house was not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things. Listen well, son, Milky White must be taken to the market.
But Mother, no, he's the best cow.
She's given us no milk for a week. We've no food nor money and no choice but to sell her.
But Milky White's my best friend in the whole world.
Look at her. There are bugs on her dugs. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump, big enough to be a hump. And no one keeps a cow for a friend. Fetch the best price you can. Take no less than 5 pounds. Are you listening to me?
Yes, no more than 5 pounds.
Less than 5. Someday you'll have a real pet, Jack.
A piggy?
Sometimes I fear you're touched. Now go.
Because the baker had lost his mother and father in a baking accident, well, at least that is what he was believed. He was eager to have a family of his own and was discouraged that his efforts until now had failed.
Who might that be?
You saw our last loaf of bread.
It's the witch from next door.
We have no bread.
Well, of course you have no bread.
Then what do you wish?
It's not what I wish, it's what you wish. Nothing cooking in that house there.
The old enchantress went on to tell the couple that she had placed a spell on their house.
What spell?
In the past, when your mother was with child, she developed, well, it was an unusual appetite. She took one look
caught him in the autumn night garden one night. He was robbing me, harassing me, rooting through my rutabaga, raiding my arugula, and ripping up the raping in my champion, my favorite. I should have expelled him. Right there. Could have turned him into a stone, or a dog, or a chair. But I let him have the raping, and I lost to spare. In return, however, I said fair is fair. You can let me have the baby that your life will bear. And we'll call it square.
I had a brother?
No. But you had a sister.
But the witch refused to tell him any more of his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel.
I thought that I had been more than reasonable. But how was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket?
What?
Beans!
Beans?
The special beans! I let him know I didn't know he'd stolen my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall and bang, crash, and the lightning flash. And well, that's another story, never mind. Anyway, as the big day came, I made my time. I'm gonna take away the baby, they squeaked and squeaked. But I did, and I hit her, but she'll never be released. And your father cried, and your mother died. With your extra measure, I admit it wasn't pleasant. So sorry, I'm still not Martha. I laid a little spell on them. You too, son. That your family tree would always be a barren one. So there's no more fuss and there's no more scenes. My garden thrives, you should see my nectarines. But I'm telling you the same I tell kings and queens. Don't ever, never, ever mess around with my greens. Especially the beans.
Then the witch, for purposes of her own, explained how the spell might be reversed.
You wish to have the curse reversed? I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the woods and bring me back. 1, the cow as white as milk. 2, the cape as red as blood. 3, the hair as yellow as corn. 4, the slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these before the chime of midnight in 3 days' time, and you shall have, I guarantee, a child as perfect as child can be. Go to the wood!
Hurry up and do my hair, Cinderella. Are you really wearing that?
Here, I got a little tear, Cinderella. And can't you hide it with a hat?
You look beautiful.
I know.
She needs me.
Put it in a twist.
Who will be there?
Mother said be good, father said be nice. That was always their advice. So be nice, Cinderella, good Cinderella, nice, good, good, nice.
Tighter.
What's the good of being good if everyone is blind and you're always left behind? Never mind, Cinderella. Kind, good, nice. Kind, good, nice.
Not that tight.
I'm sorry.
Clark. These are carriage of weights.
Please may I go to the festival?
The festival? You make us suppose the festival is more than fun. Prince, the carriage is waiting. We must be gone.
Good night. Wish.
Look what I found in Father's hunting jacket.
6 beans.
I wonder if they are the...
The witch's beans? We'll take them with us.
No, you are not to come, and that is final. Now, what am I to return with?
You don't remember? The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold.
The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as
And
corn.
so the baker reluctantly set off to meet the enchantress's demands. As for Cinderella,
Still wish to go to the festival. But how am I ever to get to the festival? I know I visit mother's grave, the ground of the hazel tree, and tell her I just want to go to the king's festival. Into the woods without regret, the choice is made, the task is set. Into the woods but not forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get my wish, I don't care how the time is now.
Into the woods to sell the cow.
Into the woods to get the money. Into the woods to lift the spell.
To make potion.
To go
seed to sow, to get, to bring, to make, to lift, to go to the festival, into the woods, into the woods, into the woods and out of the woods. And hope we will return.
It's off to work we go.
Cinderella had planted a branch of the grave of her mother, and she visited there so often and wept so much that it had grown into a handsome tree.
I wish.
What, child? Specify. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor.
I wish.
Do you know what you wish? Are you certain that your wish is what you want? Ask the tree. And you shall have your wish.
Don't throw down on me. I want to get my wish.
Silence everywhere, Milky White. Not to my liking.
Oh, Jack.
How do you know my name?
How much are you asking for the animal?
No less than 5 pounds, sir.
Why, you'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
Come along, Milky White. There are spirits here. Woof, woof.
Good day, young lady.
Good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whittled away so early.
To my grandmother's.
And what might be in your basket?
Bread and wine. So grandmother can have something good to make her strong.
And, well, might your grandmother live?
Further in the woods. Her house stands under 3 large oak trees.
Hello, little girl, what's your rush? You're missing all the flowers. The sun will set for hours. Take your time.
Mother said straight ahead, not to the late or be
A
misled.
slow little girl, hark and hush. The birds are singing sweetly. You're missing the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly.
Mother said not to stress, I suppose a small delay. Gonna make a fresh bouquet. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
My little girl. And hello. Lunch.
It's hard to come to that little girl in the red cape.
Get the little girl and get the cake. That's the cake. Get it.
How am I supposed to get it?
You go up to the little thing and you take it. Listen to the beautiful music. Get me what I need.
I'll never get that red cape, or find a golden cow and a yellow slipper. Or was it a yellow slipper and a golden cow?
Cow's white as milk, cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure.
What are you doing here?
Skirt, skirt.
You have no business being here in the wood.
I wish to help.
No, the spell is on my house.
The spell's on our house.
No, the spell is on my house.
The spell's on our house.
No, the spell is on my
As white as
milk. Hello there, young lad.
Hello, sir.
What might you be doing here alone in the woods with the cow?
I was heading to a market, but seemed to have lost my way.
Excuse me, have you seen my sheep?
pounds.
5 pounds?
She must be very generous enough to fetch that sum. And what if you can't? Then what did you do?
I guess my mother and I will have no food to eat.
Beans? We mustn't give up our beans. Well, if you feel we must.
Huh?
Beans will bring you food, son.
Beans in exchange for my cow?
Oh, these are no ordinary beans. These beans carry magic.
Magic? What type of magic?
Go on, tell him.
Magic that defies description.
Why, you'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
How many beans?
6.
5. We mustn't part with all of them. And besides, I say they're worth £1 each, at the very least.
Could I ride my cow back someday?
Well, possibly.
I guess this is goodbye, old pal. You've been a perfect friend. I hate to see us part, old pal. Someday I'll buy you back. I'll see you soon again. I hope that when I do, it won't be on a plate.
Take the cow, go back to the village.
I was trying to be helpful.
Magic beans, or we're going to dispel this curse through the sea.
If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you get it.
Oh,
Do we want a child or not? And you give and you take and you bid and you bargain and you live to regret it.
will you please go home?
There were rides and roads and inmates with romance, with fortune and two things, and maybe there really magic.
Take the cow and go back to the village. I will carry this out in my own fashion.
And so the baker continued his search for the cape as red as blood. As for Rapunzel, the witch was careful not to lose this beauty to the outside world. And so she shut her within a doorless tower that lay deep within the woods. And when the old enchantress paid a visit, she called forth,
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, what a strange name, beautiful name, and fit for a prince. Tomorrow, before that horrible witch arrives, I will go to her and ask her to let down her hair to me.
Hello there, little one. Where did you get that red cape? I so admire it.
My granny made it for me.
Is that so? I would love a red cape like that.
She would look pretty foolish.
May I take a look at it?
I don't like to be without my cake. Give it back!
No, I need to have a baby. Stop it, leave me alone. It's my cape.
Please!
No,
Mr. Baker!
I need to have a baby.
Mr. Baker, please! Give it back!
I just wanted to make certain that you really love that cape. Now you go to your granny's and make certain that no wolf comes your way.
I'd rather a wolf than you any day.
Ah! Oh. If you know what you need, then you go and you find it and you take it. Do I want a child or not? Things are only what you need them for. What's important is who needs them more. I need that cape.
So the baker, with newfound determination, went in after the red cape. As for the little girl, she was surprised to find her grandmother's cottage door standing wide open.
Good day, Grandmother.
My grandmother, you're looking very strange. What big ears you have.
There to hear you, my dear.
But grandmother, what big eyes you have.
The bear to see you, my dear.
But grandmother, what a big, terrible, wet mouth you have.
There to hear you.
With his appetite at peace, the wolf took to bed for a nice long nap.
My, that granny has a mighty snore. Ah, where's the little one? Your grandmother, ha ha! What's that piece of red cloth in the corner of your mouth? Aha! I'll get that cake from within her stomach!
Oh my, what a fright! How dark and dank it was inside that wolf!
Kill the devil!
Granny!
Quiet, child. This evil must be destroyed.
Well, I will leave you to your task.
Do you want the sticks?
No, you go ahead and keep them.
What kind of hunter are you?
I'm a baker.
Mother said straight ahead, not to let her be misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice. And he showed me things that he knew to be, but I hadn't to explore. They were off my path, so I never had my head so careful, I never had fear. But he made me feel excited and scared. And he said, come in, that's the beginning breath. How could I know what was in store? Once a stage were clear, then I really got scared. Felt excited and scared. And he drew me close and he swallowed me down a dark, slimy path, down by secrets that I never want to know. And I know things now, many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. They will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care with strangers, even flowers have their dangers. And the scary is exciting, nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared, Granny is there, just be prepared. Isn't it nice to know a lot? And a little bit not.
Mr. Baker, you saved our lives. Here.
Are you certain?
I'm certain. Maybe Granny will make me new one out of the skins of that wolf.
Thank you.
And so the baker, with the second article in hand, feeling braver than ever, ran back through the woods. As for the lad Jack, I'm so tired. As for the lad Jack,
Only a adult would exchange a cow for cheese.
Mother, no.
Too bad without supper for you.
Little did they know those beans would grow into an enormous stalk that would stretch into the heavens.
Take them out. What is it? What's wrong? What's that? Stop. Yes. Oh my!
Have you seen a beautiful young maiden in a ball gown pass through?
I don't think so, sir.
I think I see her over there.
I've never lied to royalty before. Well, I haven't anything to royalty before. Thank you. What a beautiful gown you're wearing. Were you at the King's Festival? Yes. Lucky. Tell me about the ball.
It's a very nice ball.
Yes, and?
Oh, well, they have far too much food.
No, the prince.
Oh, the prince.
Yes, the prince.
And he knew who I really was.
Oh? Who?
I'm afraid I was rude.
Oh? How?
Now I'm being pursued.
Yes, and?
And they're not in the mood.
return to the ball tomorrow eve?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Oh, to be pursued by a prince. What I would give to be in your shoes.
Look over there. A vine is growing next to that little cottage.
Where is it?
It looks like a giant beanstalk is rising into the sky. I must get home.
And I must have your shoes. No, wait!
There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you're way up high and you look below at the words you laughed and things you know, a little more than a glance is enough to show you just how small you are. When you're way up high and you're on your own in a world like none that you never know, where the sky is light and the earth is stone, you're free to do whatever pleases you, exploring things you never dare when you didn't care. When suddenly there's a big, tall, terrible giant at the door. A big, tall, terrible giant with a terrible roar. So you steal some gold and away you go, and you scramble down to the world below, and you're back again, only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. They're big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky. Good fortune, sir. Look what I have. Here are 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces?
Where's Monkey White? You said I might buy him back.
Yes, but I'm not certain 5 gold pieces would.
Are you saying you wish for money? Keep this. I'll go fetch more.
No, wait, I didn't say that. 5 gold pieces. With this much money, I could buy baking supplies for a year. I could buy a new thatched roof and a chimney.
Could you buy yourself a child?
Who are you?
How badly do you wish for a child? 5 gold pieces, 10, 20?
I've never thought to put a price on it.
Exactly. It's not the money that matters. What matters is that your wish be honored.
Hey, wait! Give me back my... What are you doing here now?
See if I throw a cape.
Yes, I have the cape. Only 2 items left to locate.
3.
2. I have the cape and the cow.
You have the cape.
What have you done with the cow?
She ran away. I never reached home. I've been looking for her all night.
I should have known better than to entrusted her to you.
But she might have just as easily run from you.
But she didn't.
But she might have. Sorry I lost the cow.
I shouldn't have yelled. Now go back to the village. I will make things right. No more hunting about in the woods for strange objects. No more hungry little girls and dim-witted boys. Go!
Ah, there you are, my good brother. Father and I were wondering where you have gone.
I was looking for her all night. The more I danced with the ball,
Where did she go?
disappeared.
I too found a maiden. She lives in a tall tower that has no doors and no stairs.
So, how do you manage a visit?
I simply stand beneath the tower and say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. And she lets down the longest, most beautiful head of hair, yellow as corn, which I climb to her.
Rapunzel? What kind of name is that? You jest.
She is sure as your maiden. A maiden run from a prince? Does that make sense? None run from us.
Yet, one has. Did I abuse her sure to stain? Why does she run from me?
If I should lose her, shall I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony beyond power of speech. For the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach. Behind her tower, she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair. Black becoming and freakily humming in light-hearted air. Agony, far more painful than yours. If you know she would go with you, if there only were doors. Agony, all the torture they teach. Only 10 steps behind, always 10 feet below, and she's just out of reach. Agony that can cut like a knife. I must have her to wife.
Princes, each more handsome than the other. No, get the hair.
Excuse me, young woman. Have you encountered a boy answering to the name of Jack?
Not the one horse to a white cow?
He's the one.
Have you seen the cow?
No, and I don't care to ever again. Children can be funny about their animals. You be careful with your children.
I have no children.
Well, that's okay too.
I'm sorry, but I haven't seen your son today.
Well, I hope you didn't go with that beanstalk again. Jack! Jack! No.
Where did you find her? Hello?
What are you doing here?
I'm here to make amends.
I want you to stay out of it, so man.
I'm here to see your wish is granted.
You have caused enough trouble. Keep out of my pit.
Rapunzel, let down your hair to me.
Is that you, my prince?
Yes. Excuse me for this. Well, aren't you the clumsy one?
Oh, hello. It's these slippers.
I'd say they're pure as gold.
Oh, yes, they're only commissionable in beauty.
What I want to give her just one.
Oh, one. That's not likely to do you much good. I should run.
I need your shoe.
Stop! Give it back!
Please, I need to. I'm a child.
I know I need to get out of here.
Where'd you go?
Who?
Don't play the fool, woman.
Oh, you mean the beautiful young maiden on ball gown? She went that way. I was trying to hold her here for you, but...
I can capture my own damsel. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Which way did he go?
Who?
The prince, of course!
He went that way, but you guys are never going to catch him.
Well, we would have.
If that mummer with the cow hadn't molested us.
Cow? You're the cow!
Yes, I'm the cow. I'm two of the four.
3.
2.
3. Compare this to your phone.
Where'd you get it?
Oh, I just pulled it from a maid in a tower.
3.
And I almost had the 4th one, but she got away.
one entire day left. Surely we can locate the slipper by then.
We? You mean you'll allow me to stay?
Well, perhaps it will take the two of us to get this child.
You changed, you're different, you're different. More strong, more sharing, you're getting us through.
I thought one was enough, it's not true. It takes two of us, you came through. When the journey was rough, it took you. It takes two of us.
To change, you swear to change, you tell you do.
It takes two, we've changed. We're strangers. I meet you in the woods. Oh, lines, what dangers. I know we'll get past the woods. And once we're past, let's hope the changes last. Beyond the woods, beyond witches and slippers and hoods. Just the two of us beyond lies. Safe at home with our beautiful cries. Just a few of us, it takes trust. It takes just a bit more, we're done. We want four, we had none, we got three. We need one, it takes two. Ooh, this hen has laid my hand.
It's a golden egg. I've never seen one before.
You see, I promised you more of the 5 gold pieces I gave you, sir. Now I'm taking my cow.
5 gold pieces.
Oh, I never said I would sell.
But you took the 5 gold pieces.
You took 5 gold pieces?
I didn't take, he gave.
You said I could have my cow.
Where are these 5 gold pieces?
I never said you could, I said you might.
You would take money before a child?
Milky White's dead!
Two!
I'm so tired.
Midnight's gone, and the exhausted baker and his wife buried the dead Milky White.
Go back to the village and buy us another cow.
And what do you propose I use in order to purchase this cow?
Here, tell him it's magic.
No person with a brain bigger than this is going to change a cow for a bean.
Well, then resign yourself to a childless life.
I feel it best you go for the cow, since I have not made a full slip of these previously. I think I might be successful in winning one of her shoes.
Fine. That is simply fine.
Unfortunately for Rapunzel, the witch discovered of her affections for the prince before he could spirit her away.
Why did you tell me you had a visitor?
It was lonely in Conrad's house.
I gave you protection, and yet you disobeyed me.
I am no longer a child. I wish to see the world.
Someone has to heal you from the wood. Stay with me.
beautiful cake.
Stay away from my cake, or I'll slice you into 1,000 bits.
I don't want it. I was just admiring it.
My granny made it for me out of the skins of that wolf. I got to skin the animal, and best of all, she gave me this beautiful knife for protection.
Well, look what I have, a hen that laid a golden egg.
Golden egg? I don't believe the egg came from that hen. Where'd you get the egg?
I got it from the giant tub, that beanstalk over there. There's this harp that plays the most beautiful tunes without you even touching it.
Of course it does. Why don't you go bring it down and show me?
I could.
You could not.
I could.
You could not, Mr. Liar.
I am not a liar. I'll get that harp. You'll see.
After having cast out Rapunzel to a remote desert, the witch returned to take the prince by surprise.
Rapunzel.
And as he leapt from the tower, the thorns into which he fell upon pierced his eyes and blinded him.
Oh, my eyes.
As for Cinderella, she returned from her final visit to the festival.
He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares, knowing this time I'd run from him. He spread pitch on the stairs. I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, he cares. This is more than just malice. Better stop and take stock while you're standing here stuck to the steps of the palace. Better run along home and avoid the collision. Even though they don't care, you'll be better off there where there's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So you pry up your shoes. After that room, and without any fly, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide. You'll just leave him a clue, for example, a shoe, and then see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you who is stuck with a shoe in a stew, in the goo. And you've learned something too, something you never knew, on the steps of the palace.
Oh, no, stay away.
Please just hear me out. We have nothing to discuss. You've attacked me once before.
I didn't attack you. I attacked your shoe. I need it. Please. Here's a magic bean in exchange for it.
Magic bean? Oh, nonsense.
That?
Oh, I've already given up one shoe this evening. My feet cannot bear to give up another.
But I need that shoe to have a child.
That makes no sense.
Does it make sense you're running from a prince?
Stop!
Here, take my shoes. You're faster.
Who was that woman?
I do not know, sir.
Lying will cost you your life.
I'm the cow.
You're the cow. I have the slipper. We have both four.
And I will give this to the prince, and we will search the kingdom tomorrow for the maiden who will fit this slipper.
Give it back. It's mine. I don't care if it's costing me my life.
Give her the slipper, and all will.
I'm the maiden slipper.
And sir, I have succeeded in obtaining the other slipper.
Give them the slipper, and all will come to a happy end.
Shut up!
Do as he says. We only need one.
Yes.
Tinkerbell, what is it? What's wrong? The beanstalk, it's fallen, and a giant's fallen with it. Oh my!
Giant! There's a giant! There's a giant. There's a dead giant in my backyard. I heard Jack coming down the stalk calling for his axe, and he took it and began hacking down the stalk, and suddenly with a crash the beanstalk fell. But there was no Jack. For all I know, he's been crushed by a giant.
Well, if he's been crushed, there's nothing any of us can do about that. Now, is there? I must be off. I need a rest before tomorrow's searches commence.
Doesn't anyone care that a giant has fallen from the sky?
all the outfits?
Yes.
That cow doesn't look as white as milk to me.
Oh, she is. She is.
This is a brown cow that has been covered with flour.
We did have a cow as white as milk. Honestly, we did.
Oh, yeah, where is it?
She died.
We thought you prefer a live cow.
Oh, yes, I would prefer a live cow. So bring me the dead cow and I'll bring her back to life.
You can do that?
Now.
Jack, there you are. I've been worried sick.
Father, look, the most beautiful heart.
Shame on you. You've stolen too much.
She's too heavy.
What's happening?
Look, you white. Now I have my friend back. And I'm rich.
Quiet. Feed the objects to the cow.
What?
You heard me. Feed them to the cow. Filled it.
Aldwell, she'll only milk for me. Squeeze, pal.
Wrong ingredients. Forget about it, child.
No, wait, you come back here. We follow your instructions. 1, that coat is white as milk. 2, to keep with blood. 3, the silver is gold.
And 4, the hair's as yellow as corn.
I bought it from a maid in a tower and...
You what? I touched that pear. Don't you understand? I cannot have touched the ingredients.
Cord. The cord.
What?
Silky hair of cord. Pull it from the ear. Feed it to the cow. Quickly.
This had better work, old man. Before the last stroke of midnight, but your son will be the last of your flesh and blood.
Son?
Please. Not now.
Yes, we your father.
Father? Could that be you? I thought you died in a baking accident.
I didn't want to run away from you, son. But
It's working! She's milking!
I don't understand.
not now. Into the cup.
Father! Father! He's dead.
Died, having helped end the curse on his house, and for the baker there would be no reunion with his father, and he and his wife bewildered returned home. The witch who had been punished with age and ugliness that night the lightning flash was now returned to her former state of youth and beauty. And Milky White, after a night of severe indigestion, was now reunited with the now wealthy Jack. As for Rapunzel, she lived impoverished in the desert until the day her prince, wandering aimlessly, heard a voice so familiar that he went towards it. And when he approached, Rapunzel, overjoyed at seeing him, fell into his arms weeping. 2 of her tears wetted his eyes, and their touch restored his vision.
I can see.
I was going to come fetch you as soon as you learned your lesson. This is who I truly am. Come with me, child. We can be happy as we once were.
She's not going with you.
Let her speak for herself. Please, come with me. We're the only family I know. You give me no choice.
As is often in the way in these tales, in exchange for her youth and beauty, the witch lost her powers over others. As for Cinderella's prince, he began his search for the foot to fit the golden slipper. When he came to Cinderella's house, Cinderella's stepmother took the slipper into Florinda's room.
Careful, my toe! What do we do? Don't have to go, but when you're sprite, you can sit. Alright, you'll never need to what?
The girl obeyed, swallowing the pain, and joined the prince to become her bride.
This one is not the bride that's true. Search for the flock that fits.
The prince returned the false bride and asked the other sister to try on the shoe.
What won't it fit? Darling, be still. Cut off a bit of your heel and it will. When you're sprite, you can sit. Alright, you'll never need to what?
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain, but once again, the prince noticed blood trickling from the shoe.
Have you no other daughters?
Only stunning kitchen wench, which his late wife left behind. But she's much too dirty to show herself.
I insist.
And when Cinderella presented herself and tried on the blood-soaked slipper, it fit like a glove.
This is a true bride.
When the wedding with the prince was celebrated, Lucinda and Florinda attended, wishing to win good fortune and share with the happy couple. But as the sisters stood by the blessed couple, pigeons swooped down upon them and poked out their eyes and punished them with blindness.
I see your princess found you.
Yes.
Thank you for the slipper.
And it came to pass all that seemed wrong was now right, and the kingdoms were filled with happiness, and those who deserved to were certain to live a long and happy life, ever after.
Ever after. Journey over, all is mended, and it's not just for today, but tomorrow, and extended, ever after. Ever after, all the curses have been ended, the reverses wiped away, all is tenderness and laughter, for forever after.
Happy now and happy ends and happy ever after. Joy today and bliss tomorrow, tenderness and laughter.
To be happy and forever, you will see your wish come true.
Don't be careful, don't be clever, and you see your wish pursue. It's a dangerous endeavor, but the only thing to do. We're faithful, we'll see through the circle, you may lose the path. You want your wish, you got your wish, you can't just wish, you can't just wish, you can't the woods. Some wolves and into the woods. We have you out to take the journey into the woods. We have feel the pain, but ask what who can tell. Into the woods to lift the spell.
Into the woods to lose the money.
Into the woods to have a child.
To let the prince
To get the money.
save the house.
To kill the wolf.
To find the father.
Conquer the kingdom.
To have to win.
To keep the save. To kill the king. To kill the vessel. Into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods. Now the woods. Happy ever after.
I won't.
All right, as many of you may know, Miss Eichenberry, this is her first year here. This was kind of a first thing for her with this high school kids. So this year she has done really great with us. As you can tell, it's been awesome. So we would like to thank her for it.
I'd like to thank you and all the students. It's been fun, sometimes stressful, 6 weeks or whatever, but they really did excellent tonight, and I'm proud of all of them. So thank you.